Should be okay. Test.
You
got? Okay, I think we're good. Holy shit!
Back at it.
Just listen. Calling something overdue. Those are for fucking parking tickets and library books. This feels more than that.
This was a must. This was a must. That's a little more urgent than a overdue.
Guys, if you can't tell, we're both wearing phenomenal sweaters right now.
Hey.
Handmade by a lovely, lovely listener. I was joking with Dwayne. I said, it was hard for my family to come to grips with it, but I got it. And I said, how does it feel that the most thoughtful gift I've ever received wasn't from, you guys have known me
my whole life.
The whole time. And you
time.
fucked it up. The whole time.
Shout out to
you guys have done nice things for me, but in terms of thoughtful.
Yes. The attention to detail.
Yours
the
is
Aloe
yours.
Show, the Aloe's Oasis.
Yours is crazy. Like
even the open sign, like the attention to detail.
The
is
pause
phenomenal.
on the shoulders to
Come
me
on,
are like,
you know?
God, I couldn't. Thank you isn't a strong enough word.
Yes, unmatched.
Golly. Well, I don't know where to start, so you just start at the top. Hi, how are you doing, brother?
Brother, I am good.
I see you came back from Thailand with a neck tattoo.
Come on, man.
I had a parlay with that in it.
Yeah,
I hit.
I got 1111 tatted down.
Someone said,
you know what I'm saying?
Someone said, you think Dwayne's gonna come back with a neck tattoo? I said $50 says he does.
Look, baby, we out here. If there's a chance to be risky, brother, I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
I feel like, and granted, when I say I want to hear everything, everyone listening, I want you to know that, like, genuinely, I don't know if it was purposely or accidentally, we haven't talked about none of this shit. We've glanced briefly.
What is it? What else
shit.
would the pod be for?
So I'm just as excited as hopefully the people who have been tuning in a lot are, because I genuinely, there's a lot to catch up on, and and it wouldn't be the Aloe Show without Ahi dragging
Turk.
feet. What is the goal? Where is the destination?
He doesn't know. I think he wants to. You know what?
You want to come up here, or what's the? There. Say okay, cool. Smooth exit. Simple. We're keeping it light. I respect it, and you know what? They wanted to hear from him, so I think it was all for the good.
My son, special one.
Man, well, first and foremostly, we both have been doing some traveling.
Yeah, yeah.
I went to Nashville, which is the Bangkok of the South.
Come on. And how was it, baby?
And you went to Bangkok, which is the Nashville of the Southeast Asian peninsulas, Man, First of all, I'm going to grab this twisted tea, but I'm going to ask you this question and get you started.
Come on.
Okay, bam. I dab you up and I go, bro, I'm going to be here.
Yeah.
You're going to be there. I'll see you later. Ready? Go.
Brother, went to Thailand, went to Bangkok. The trip started off amazing. Let me start there. Board late, and as I'm boarding, I help the flight attendant, because I'm like one of the last people on, per usual. Help her close the bin, and she's like, "Thank you." I was like, "You're welcome." She's like, "Actually, can you help me do the whole plane?" I was like, part-time shift before a 15-hour flight.
You were just like, it's crazy how this isn't part of your job. But shout out to that. You're one to help. One to help.
Small gesture got me upgraded to business class.
Well, it's the least. I mean, I'd argue it's the least they can do.
You know what I'm saying? And gave me a $150 voucher. So shout out to United.
That's the first time I probably ever heard a United Airlines shout out. They're on the come. See, guys, we're gonna start the change.
We are.
United will be ambassadors. People talk shit on you, but we'll be ambassadors.
Not us. Not us.
Not the two of us.
No.
I will close as many cabinets as you need if I get a flight to Lagos.
You know what I'm saying? But brother, that just set the tone. Landed in Bangkok. Where I stayed was right on this strip. I mean, you walk outside the hotel and it's like the Vegas Strip times 10.
Was that stressful being that close to the action, or was it just tight because you were just trying to be in that?
Yeah, I was just like, well, all right.
You're
Well,
like, it was neither. It
I'm
was
in the
just,
devil's armpit, baby. What do we do about it now?
you know what? It's musty, and it's musty in here.
But it was it was such a vibe. Spent like 3-4 days there, just exploring the city, which is huge, by the way, way bigger than I thought. Like, the New York skyline is big.
Okay.
It's probably like a fourth of their skyline.
I mean, I would have no frame of reference. So anything bigger than like 3 city blocks, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, Thailand.
Brother, was really dope. Then made my way down to Pattaya, which Bangkok is like Vegas times 10. Pattaya is Bangkok times 10.
Okay. so you were like, I'm on vacation, now I'm doing multiplication.
Dog, I would wake up.
That's 100x. That's
100x.
That's 100x of a vibe.
I'd wake up at 2:30 in the morning and was like, well, let me see if there's anything open.
And there was probably.
Brother, everything was fucking open. Like,
you're like, why are there daycare centers
literally,
open?
everything was open. I'm not even joking. There was like 6-year-olds running around selling roses. I'm like, what is this going to? Like, why? And he knows his way around. I was like, does anybody know where the bathroom is? He's like, yeah, bro, 2 doors down to the
He's
right.
just over there, and you're like, thanks, Thai baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, little Thai baby.
Beautiful place though, right on the beach. Spent 4 days there. Then made my way to Chiang Mai, which is more of a normal city. Function on normal hours. Bars close at 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But really dope, rich in culture, and I got to play with elephants, man. So,
well, I mean, you would have had me at rich in culture, but you kept me at played with elephants,
brother.
What the fuck was that like?
I thought I loved dogs. It's like a big standard poodle. Like,
you're like, get the fuck out of here. You're like, if my retriever could be 17,000 pounds, I'd be in heaven.
Man, but seeing people's connection to him, was super inspiring. Really dope. I'm going back.
Well, yeah, sure. I feel like
going back.
I feel like that is. What was the? In terms of, because I know you made friends out there.
Absolutely.
Can I get a highlight of some of the friends we made along the way?
I made friends with. It's basically like England's version of Navy SEALs. He's a retired, basically Navy SEAL. Now lives full time in Chiang Mai. Retired. Still does like security stuff for high clearance people when we go out there. Met him at a bar, shooting the shit. You know me.
Of course.
We jump straight down the rabbit hole of conspiracy theories. Now, shout out my dog Stu, who is, I think he's in Laos right now doing a 2-week bike trip. So live, my brother.
Keep peddling, brother.
Keep peddling, brother. Yeah, definitely going to link back up with him. Man, just like met a lot of dope people.
I mean, to me, I already consider you, so we talked about this before you left. It's like, obviously, there's something about making friends and something about connecting with people that I could probably speak for you here as well. It makes me feel more alive. It makes me feel like I'm more connected to living if I'm doing that with people. And I feel like being on the other side of the planet in a bar, it would only strengthen that connection. I'd be like, can you believe this shit?
It's, and that, like, confirmed to me. It's like, we get so distracted here that we think this is our world. Like, this is our see all be all. And when you step outside of that, man, there's so much beautiful energy that we don't expose ourselves to. And so,
and you said I'm trying to expose myself.
Come on, baby.
Man, that's 2 weeks, bro. I heard you bought a suit. Heard you fucking.
Yeah, man. Got a little tailor-made suit out there.
Was that like the craziest thing that you like about, like, in terms of it being cheap and the dollar difference, or was there something else that you were like, yo, this is actually crazy right now?
Well, one, not gonna lie, I was like bamboozled into the suit, but then
you're like, the suit was $12,000. I am broke. Right?
What's crazy? It was crazy cheap out there. Yeah. Like insanely cheap, brother. But what they don't tell you is like when you first get there, they basically take you on this tour and then have you pour money basically back into the country.
Yeah,
which is a dope thing. That's why I
they're
didn't.
like, welcome. So
yeah, they're like,
anyways,
so?
You're gonna need a suit because you gotta have a suit,
brother. It was exactly.
He
like
said,
that.
you know what you should probably do while you're here. You need a jacket. You need a scarf.
The dope thing about it though is like everything is custom. Fitted to a T, they do multiple fittings.
I don't
you
think
pick
they
out
make
the fabric.
Your size out there.
Oh no, yeah, at all, brother.
You're like, what the fuck?
I didn't know I was a triple X.
That's why you've been in the gym so hard when you came in. You're like, I felt fat than a motherfucker in Thailand, bro. What
brother,
the hell?
medium doesn't. Like, I was like, are we sure? Is this youth size? But no, it was dope, brother.
Incredible, bro.
Really, really dope.
So and then it was 2 weeks of that, and then so the flight was no problem, just like that.
Flight's no problem, brother. Anytime they're like, it's basically an open bar, literally. Brother, my call button stayed. As soon as I pinged it, after a while, they stopped coming and asked me what I want and would just bring me out wine.
Well, I mean, I feel they'd be fucking retarded if after like the 9th one they were like, I don't know what he wants.
They were like, we don't know.
He
Like,
just does he think it's wine again?
Like, let's take a wild guess. No. But yeah, they showed mad love, and so the flight was mad easy, man.
I mean, only you would make 2 weeks in Bangkok just sound easy breezy.
It
bro.
was, man. I did. It wasn't enough time. It wasn't enough time.
Shit, bro.
And so headed back top of the year for sure. But I wasn't the only one traveling.
I was not. Oh, you were not. Rather. I was traveling. I got some shit to say.
Come on.
First and foremost, I want to say that we talked about it briefly, but something that I got to bring up because last time it happened, I was at this house. Crazy moment house sitting for you. When,
When you held it down with the gang.
I mean, listen, we had a great time. Everything was wonderful. Witnessed a drive-by shooting about 30 feet from me. And the scariest part is I had a premonition about it. We'll get into it right now.
The visions, baby. The visions. Come on.
I swear to God. I am not joking whatsoever. First of all, I'm an idiot. Let's start with that. Okay. So I'm here. I'm comfortable. I'm chilling.
Yep.
Now, that whole week of me being here was just plagued with me having to go all over because it was also Thanksgiving week.
Yes.
So it was like, oh, I'm jetting back to Topanga for stuff. I'm coming back here. I got to cook. It was a whole thing. And I'm about to get on a flight at the day after Thanksgiving, 5 a.m. It was just so much moving around. So Wednesday night, my brother was in Thailand. So I said, you know what? For Thanksgiving, I'm going to make a Laos dish. I made a crispy rice salad, which I was just like, listen, call me crazy. I'm an Aquarius. I like being different. I said, everyone's making all this Thanksgiving shit.
I'm going to hit them with
what's a flavor that would cut through that?
Cranberry sauce.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, it's a lot of unctuous. It's a lot of like green bean casserole stuff. Yeah. I was like, what if it was like a little spicy, lemony, citrusy, crispy rice kind of thing?
Who's mad about it?
Nobody. They loved it.
That's what I'm saying.
but so I went ahead and I got all the stuff for it. Bam. I was making it here because they were all over the house. I was like, oh, it's all good. And then I was like, oh, I forgot some shit. And it's like 9 p.m. And I was like, you know what? I could just go walk to the grocery store real quick and just grab these things and
all the way to to the A.
I mean, I didn't.
That was the goal.
I didn't realize it was all the way to the A.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, oh shit, there's a grocery store. Because for whatever reason, I felt like the Dollar Tree right there was the grocery store.
Oh, okay.
Like it was like right on the same. So I was like, okay, I'll just like do a little walk. It's 9 p.m. Like it's all good. Like I'll just go do that, bro. I walk down this street right here.
Yep.
And as I walk down the street, I see a Nissan at the stop sign before they turn on to the main street. And, I'm going to be honest, it was a banged out Nissan, some teenagers in there, and whatever. I'm not harming anybody. I'm feeling nothing about it. It's totally fine. Right. I walk in front of the car. I go ahead and start walking down the street. I get like a block down the street. I'm like, this is actually way farther than I thought it was. And so I look at my phone and it says Like I look and I was like, oh shit, like this is far. I was like, whatever. I'm gonna go turn around and walk back to get the car because this is too much. I turn around and walk back. I hit this corner again, and bro, I swear to God, this sounds fake. It was like a movie. Like I got really present because it was a whole bunch of Christmas lights and stuff.
Right.
And I'm looking at the Christmas lights, and it feels like I'm watching a movie because I'm just like staring at that.
Right.
And all I'm hearing is like, there was like a Fisher Price sounding like Christmas song. It was like dun 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 dun. Yeah. And I'm just noticing that. And I'm getting goosebumps, Tom. I swear to God, I was like, there's gonna be a gunshot right now. And as soon as I said that, bop, I turn around, bop, 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 bop. That car that I just walked in front of peels off while they're still firing. I'm 30 feet away from it. Amen. And I'm just like, what? Like, I feel like anyone who's ever like had some sporadic shit happen, they're lying if they just like accept it at first. At first you're like, that didn't happen, bro. I'm tripping. I walked back, I got in this house, and I just was like, that didn't happen. Like that didn't happen. It wasn't until I heard the sirens, and me and Ahi looked at each other, and Ahi was like, bro, that shit happened.
He's like, welcome to the block.
He said, I told you, bro.
Word, man.
Scary ass need to stay your ass inside. It was like right where I turned around at too. I was like, bro, that was crazy.
It can get active on this side. Well, shout out to being, heavily liked in the area. Shout out to
listen, like
the Latino community that has adopted me.
I never felt scared per se.
Where?
But just to be so proximity
close,
I was just like, oh, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
That wasn't very fun.
Maybe I should. Maybe I'll just drive. Maybe I'll start driving.
You know what? I'm driving me. I'm good. But yeah. So that was the day. That was the day before Thanksgiving. I have Thanksgiving up in Topanga. Wonderful family. Everyone's great. Beautiful time. And then I have a flight at 5 a.m. out of LAX the next day to Nashville. And granted, I'm kind of happy that happened because I was the only idiot dumb enough to get on the flight that early the day after. There was nobody at the airport.
I mean, that's also a good thing.
No, it was nice, but I really was like, yeah, there's no wonder no one is here. This is such a bad. I'm so full of turkey and beer right now. Bro, it was insane.
Even waking up should be applauded, sir.
Bro, it was. I was laying on this couch right here, and I was like, I got 2 hours in me, bro. This is all I can do. But I get on a plane and I go out to Nashville, and Nashville was a fucking blast, man.
Man, I always hear great things. Always.
To say you'd love it is barely scratching the surface, bro. Right. The way I'll describe Nashville, and different strokes for different folks, absolutely. But to me, I could realize is Nashville is the one out of every place I've been to in America, and I'm sure there's other places, but out of every place I've been to, I have to do the least amount of self-editing there. I feel like I just whatever I am is good enough there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel
that's always a good feeling.
100%. Like I could go. It doesn't matter where I'm at. Everyone's meeting my energy. Every barista is ready to have that conversation I'm ready to have.
We know that's not LA behavior.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Well, because we've been beaten into just like dead face like for so how many more times am I going to go, how are you doing with someone just looking at me like I'm ruining their life? Right. Like, everything good over there? And they're just like, bro.
Like, you mean to tell me you came out in public to talk?
Dude, like, I swear to God, you say another fucking word, I'm going to kill myself in this coffee shop. It's going to be your fault. I'm going to scream. I'm going to say you made me do it.
It sounds like we belong in Nashville.
Well, I'm definitely going to, I want to do at least a month there, top of the year. But no, it's 100%. I went out there and I mean, it's just, bro, I fuck with the energy. I went out there to go work with my dog, Harry. Hey,
big love, Harry.
Which, first of all, we got there, first day we're there, crazy wreck. I mean, kudos to them because like they really been spending this time on like crafting these instrumentals and like these like bass ideas, but they were just canvases. It wasn't like
anything
it
structured.
wasn't like, hey, this is the song. It was perfect. Way songwriter's dream. You know,
open frame.
Just literally just like, hey, what do you hear?
Word.
You know, but it was all sounding amazing.
Best time.
And we did that shit. And first night, crazy record. And second day, crazy record. And then we go out to eat. Long story short, I hate guacamole. That saved my life. They ate guacamole. They got E. coli poisoning. They were violently sick for the next 2 days.
Damn.
Violently. Heavy on violent.
So is it safe to say that Tennessee shouldn't be trusted with avocados?
Listen, barely anyone should be trusted with avocados, but they license revoked for sure.
Okay.
But
noted, no guac.
No guac at all. But nah, so but did that, and then just like, I'm just gonna be real, bro. I think I might have wrote 6 of the best songs I've ever written in my life. Like truly, like we did more, but I'd say 6 songs that I was like, whoa.
The South has brought in some gems out of you, good sir. I will say that.
You know what? I appreciate that, but I will say I'm very excited for these records, and just like, you know, we were talking I mean, if I felt it in Nashville, I could literally fucking only imagine what being in Thailand feels like.
Oh.
But just being like, wow, man, this is a whole different world.
Word.
I could live a whole different life kind of thing. And, you know, it felt great. We had a lot of fun. I have a wonderful business idea that's going to make us $1 billion. Me and my homegirl Zoe, shout out to Zoe.
Shout out to Zoe.
We big brained this for a long time, but I want to open a bar. And the bar is just going to be called 1 Million Beers. All right? Because I couldn't imagine anyone saying, hey, Dwayne, you want to go grab 1 million beers right now? And someone going, nope.
Is there a celebration when the 1 million?
See, now you're fucking see, because of course there is. Of course there is, Dwayne. We went there and we talked about it, and we said the way we get people to buy is we're on the race. Tally? We're on the race for 1 million, and there's a tally. And you know what?
All right.
When we get close, when we're down to like the last 200, that's when we just bring people in the bar that day, and it's a raffle. We don't know who's going to get the 1,000,000th, but you got to keep drinking to get it. And if you get it, you drink for life. 1 million beers,
brother. You might be onto something.
I'll tell you.
You might be onto something.
I'll tell you what.
I'll tell you.
It's a terrible day to be a beer at 1 million beers.
I just know when we get down to the last 200, I'm in that bar that day. I know that.
We also have an idea. Because let's be honest, what's the number one thing you want to do when you've had a ton of beer?
Pee.
Drive a car. Okay. So what we're doing is we would have something. It's not a drive simulator. It's a drive stimulator. Okay. Basically, it's like an arcade version of a car. But all you're doing is just trying to drive it through residential streets, okay? It's not a race. You're just, you know.
Is this is this like the surrounding areas?
Yeah, I feel like it would be like a real life. I want you to just go through the experience of what it feels like to drive a car without having to deal with the expense of it.
All right.
Because you know how many people are like, bro, I'm good. Give me my keys, I'm fine. They would do that, fuck up, and go, actually, I'm fucked, bro.
Yeah. This is very true. So it's like a test.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a precursor before you're cursed.
You see what I'm saying?
All right.
1 million beers, everybody.
1 million beers I'm actually
It's an amazing name.
I'm sold on that.
I think our plan is we'll go on Shark Tank and essentially just play hardball with Mark Cuban, just kind of like, hey guys, to be honest with you, we got this idea and shit. We don't really care if you guys invest. It's called 1 million beers. And they're like, what's the profit, Mark? And I'm like, that's not
even the important thing.
I was like, what's your name? Fuck you, dude. You're so
We're
soft.
selling 1 million beers.
We're
That's
selling,
it. That's
you know what? You're not cool enough to invest. I'm going to be honest with you.
So when you hit the 1 million, do we restart?
Then we try to get 10 million beers, which is when we remodel and open up a bigger place.
Which is the franchise.
Yes.
Is someone's franchise.
Billion Beers is our hotel.
Yeah.
Where there's rooms like the Miller Lite room.
Ooh,
every room is like, the Madonna,
suite.
the Madonna Inn where every room is a different theme.
Yep, okay.
Every room is a different beer.
All right.
Oh, I'm trying to stay in the Corona Especial
You know what I'm
suite.
saying? Have your honeymoon in the Blue Moon suite.
You'd been so good at this conversation, bro. We were
Brother,
locked in. I'm telling you,
here
just.
for it.
Oh, this is a Miller genuine draft? Okay. Sounds good. Sounds like a genuine place to have a honeymoon.
I'm sold. Where do I invest?
You see what I'm saying?
Where do
I'm
I
telling you,
invest?
this is gonna work. This is gonna work. But
My guy, can I help you, sir? My guy is just right in frame. Is security.
he's like the best seat in the house.
You know what I'm saying?
You are so funny today. Shout out, Pierre.
Pierre security, man.
But yeah, but it's enjoyed that. Has some funny nights. One of the funnier things was I noticed a trend in Nashville with some girls out there, which was their way of flirting with me was just being genuinely as mean as possible.
Look. Southern Bells, you think you're just going to find a sweet Southern Belle?
Yeah, listen, I'm sure they're out there.
Have you not seen Remember the Titans?
But you know what? Speaking of that, I never forgot the Titans. Okay? I'm sick. I never forgot the Titans. Okay, why do I got to remember them?
She was feisty as a child. What do you think a grown one is going to do?
Listen, all I know is that when I was out there, 2 separate nights, I had girls. Which I'm gonna call a spade a spade. I know what they were trying to do. I know what they were trying to do. It's cool. I get it.
What was they?
I get it. But how they were trying to pull it off with me was they were just like, listen, looking at me in the face and just being like, "You're such a fucking pussy," and I'm just like laughing, like, "Ha, that's funny." She's like, "You're used to being called that. That's your problem." I'm just like, God damn, bro.
There's your Southern Belle, brother.
And I'm just like, well, okay, yeah, it's fine. She's like, yeah, of course. I bet you can't fight. It's like, what the fuck are we doing, bro?
It's like arm wrestle on 3.
Bro, we went to this fucking Grinch That Stole Christmas pop-up bar.
Yeah.
And
I
had a whole girls' night one of the nights. One of the nights, me and the homie Zoe, she was just, and because my boy was down with food poisoning.
Yep.
Everyone was down, so we couldn't
the
make
damn
any
avocados.
records. So I was just kind of sitting there, and she wanted to go hang out with these new girls she met. And she's like, "You want to roll?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, let's
like
fucking
right?
go."
No, those are the best type
Those
of
are
nights.
the best nights.
When
bro.
it's just
We went to a fucking Grinch themed Christmas bar. I went. They had specialty shots, and we were like, "What are they?" And they were like, "Red or blue." I was like, "What's in them?" They said, "Red or blue."
red or blue, brother. They're like, it's a surprise to us.
You're like, they didn't tell us.
Yeah,
So
like we don't even know.
red or blue.
We didn't even make this. honestly.
Had a whole night out with that. Drank, had a good time. It was also cold as shit in Nashville the whole time. It was like 20 degrees to 8 degrees.
Oh, okay. Nah. That's cold.
It's cold,
That's cold.
but-
That's cold. I didn't even know it got.
Liquid Jacket can only do so much. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real.
This is very true.
But we did that, and then another night, which was I couldn't wait to talk to you about this. I couldn't wait. Was we? So this whole time, one of my boys lives in Nashville,
Yep.
and I'm just trying to figure out when to see him. I'm just trying to like, hey, like, you know,
Fit
I'm about
it
to-
in, yeah.
Oh, cool. No, I got to go see other, like, oh, whatever. But
Yeah.
we're like, Friday night, we're gonna do it. And Friday night, I'm like, yo, it's time for me to like. We had a whole good week of work. I'm gonna cut loose now. Like,
Word.
we're gonna get a little fucked up. We're gonna have a good time.
Oh, gotta have one of those.
We go out. Him and his girl and like a friend are gonna meet up with us at this other bar.
Word.
And I'm thinking like everyone with me is in it for the long haul.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
They get there and my group is me and 3 other people that I'm
Okay.
staying with and everything. They're like, we're actually pretty cashed. We're gonna go home. And I was like, 1 second.
Yeah.
And I looked at my friend and I was like, hey, do you guys have a couch or a bed for me? Like, I just need to know.
If I'm
They're like,
running with,
Cole, of course.
Oh.
So I said, bro, it's all
Listen.
good.
yeah.
Go home. He's like, you want me to stay up? I said, go to bed. I'm gonna be just fine. My friends got me.
I've done this before.
Bro, whole plan ahead. We're going to go on Broadway. Because this one barista told me about this.
Keep it going, brother.
Yeah. This one barista told me about like the original honky tonk that's like where all the coolest. She's like, that's where you gotta go. You can get this thing called a recession special, which is a fried bologna sandwich, a moon pie, a PBR, and a bag of chips for $6.
All right.
And when I tell you, I'll tell you about my night, but the next morning, just know the first thing my boy did when he hit me wasn't about what happened to me, which you will find out. It was him going, I'm not going to lie, bro, that bologna sandwich was out of control.
I was about to say, that sounds like a tourniquet for a hangover.
That shit was unbelievable. But so we go there, everything's good. Vibes are tremendously high. We're feeling so good.
Right.
Holy shit, life is amazing. And then my boy's girlfriend, who was from there,
Yeah.
shout out to, because she was like, what do you want to do? And my exact words were, I'm a puppy. Okay. I just want to be out. I just want to interact with people. I'm a puppy. Okay. And
No rules.
And she was like, oh my God. I'm like, whatever. She's having a good time. She's like, we're going to go here. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. It's going to be such a good time. I said, hell yeah. Cool. We leave a spot called Roberts, which was dope. We go to this place called Lakeside Social, which I'm going to be honest, it's just like Foxfire if it was 4 times bigger with pool tables and nothing but hot people. So,
Okay.
So,
Yeah. Like,
so just drink
sign
that.
me up. Sign me
The
up.
twisted teas there, it was $3 a tea. Okay.
All right.
I don't need to make a stronger pitch.
I'm sold.
We might go there.
Cheap drinks.
We might go there. We might go there off the plane when we go to Nashville.
Sir.
But so I know I'm being long-winded, but this is worth the story, I promise, guys. So I'm there. Everything's good. We're having a wonderful time. One of the girls looks at me and is like, hey, we microdose. Do you want some mushrooms? Which I was
Now you're
like,
speaking my language.
which I was like, yeah.
Of course.
I do.
Absolutely.
I was like, yeah, kinda. And so I fucking went ahead and had some of that. That's just part of the story because it didn't affect me. I didn't really feel anything off of that.
Right.
But I'm noticing the homie's girlfriend is, when I say tripping, I don't mean tripping like drug tripping like just out of nowhere, just like being a little like, what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
So she walks away. My boy, who's probably one of the most considerate people I've ever met, goes off to check on her, see what's what. Cool. All good.
Yeah.
He comes back. She walks outside. And he, being considerate, talks to the friend like, hey, you want to go out there and check on her? I just don't want to. Maybe she just needs a little second to breathe.
Yeah.
Like, super considerate. All good. Friend goes out there to check on her.
The gentleman test.
Yeah. Friend goes out there to check on her, and it's just me and my dog. And he's like, bro, we're not going to let this shit stop our night. We're having a great time. We're going to have so much fun. I'm so happy you're here. And I was like, hell yeah. And whatever, it's like 15 minutes go by, and we're like, oh, maybe it's because like 1 o'clock, and we're like, maybe we should go to the next bar or whatever. And he's like, okay, for sure. Like, we'll go outside. We'll call it Uber. And we go outside, and I just see these 2 girls screaming at each other in the street.
The friend that went out to help.
Just screaming at each other in the street. Just one of them going, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
How
And I need you to realize it's 8 degrees outside.
Oh, no.
I'm outside. I'm looking at this go down. And the first thing in my head is going, where the fuck am I going to sleep tonight? Because this shit doesn't look.
Oh, it was her. So
Yeah.
it was her. Got you.
So I see that and I go, what? It's no big deal. It's all good. My buddy had already called it Uber.
Word.
So that Uber's pulling up while these girls are screaming at each other in the street. Okay?
5-star.
Now, my dog looks at me and he goes, just hop in the Uber, bro. Like, well, and I'm like, no, I'm not just going to hop in this. I don't know where we're going. I don't know where I'm going to be. And he was like, no, just hop in the, like it'll be fine. Tells the other friend to hop in the Uber with me.
The one that's fighting with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he's like, I'm going to go handle my girl. It's going to be okay.
Right.
Whatever. We get thrown in this car. I haven't said but 5 words to this
To the
girl.
friend.
Yeah. So we're in this car together and we're just like, okay, well, what was up with you just screaming at your friend in the street?
Yeah.
And we pull up to this other bar, and I'm not going to lie, I get in there, and I get a text from my boy, and he's like, "Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it out again. This is a little like it's going, like we're having this whole thing."
So now it's you and the friend.
This is me and the friend.
Got you.
And I look at the friend, and I go, "I'm gonna have to make a business decision here." So the friend is there. The friend is talking to me. Friend has some hot takes. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Friend has some hot takes on some hot button issues.
Okay.
And I'm poker facing like, you are so right. You know what?
Like, I'm playing my hand.
You are so right. You are so brave and so strong.
I was dealt 2 sevens. It's still a pair, but it's not my strongest.
Hit me.
Not my strongest hand.
So I'm like, well, okay.
Word.
You know what? I need shelter tonight.
Yeah.
So I start looking at the scenario like,
Now it's a task.
now I'm like, hey, what's up?
Now it's like, okay, I see the purpose of this now.
You know? So
how did that play out?
Listen, you do what you got to do when you're in these scenarios, and she was a perfect angel, and I want to give her credit.
Okay.
I'm just saying, at that time, I was looking at it as a survival tactic.
Yes.
I was like, hey, bro, it is 8 degrees outside. My boy is for sure asleep. He lives in a. I can't even get into the build. Like,
oh yeah. Oh damn.
So this for me.
It was straight. Yeah.
This for me is like, hey, I gotta. Like,
You were Freddie Freeman. You're like, if I don't hit this home run, we are losing this game.
We are out of here. And so,
All right.
so we get kicked out as last call, which we should have ordered an Uber before last call because now we're just out and it's 8 degrees. And I got this girl in my jacket like we're some emperor penguins waiting for this fucking lift to arrive. And the lift finally gets there, takes us back to her place.
Right.
Okay. Get back to her place. We walk in, dog and cat. You know how
Always
we
a
are
good
with
time.
animals.
Always a good time.
I'm petting them. Oh my God, they never let anyone just. And I was like, all right,
Yeah.
okay, relax.
Yeah. They
And
don't love anyone. They came right up to me.
and so speaking of,
He never does that.
but so we get there and she goes, "Can I make you a drink?" I said, "What do you got?"
Yeah.
She said, "We got gin and vodka." And I was like, I'll take some gin. You got any chaser? And she goes, well, I got some Sonic Cherry Limeade. It's like 3 days old, but it was in the fridge. And I was like, okay.
Beggars can't be choosers.
All right.
Yeah.
Bro, I get handed this cup. I swear to God, it's like this much gin with melted cherry limeade slushy. That shit tasted like fiberglass, bro.
Really?
That shit tasted like antifreeze.
Let me tell you, while you were in the back of that Uber, the first Uber, making a business decision, she already had in her head.
She was like, she's getting the cherry limeade.
She was like, as soon as he texted, she was like, brother, I'm not going to make it out. She was like, done deal. She was like, she was like, I knew saving that limeade was going to save my life.
It said limeade. Yes, indeed. So I get back. Well, so she makes me this drink and I drink it, which now my nightmare is happening because once again, she's nice. It could have been anybody in this scenario, but she's asking me about like, oh, you make music? Oh my God, I want to hear your music. So I'm drunk.
I like that.
We're playing my music.
Come on.
While I'm drinking this cherry limeade death trap. And I'm like, this is a lot right now. You are so sweet, but this is a lot.
Where?
I did what any classic girl would do who doesn't want to sleep with somebody. And that's we should throw on a movie. You got any movies we should watch? Bro, I threw on, we watched some Nicholas Spark movie. and I was like, I'm going to bed in 10 minutes.
Like, just give me 10. And you KO'd.
She's a sweet, listen, this has nothing to do with her as a person. It just, I was playing cards I was dealt.
Was she your type? Would you say she...
She was not, but she can make someone very happy. Okay. I don't
All right.
want to just...
Big love to her. What's her...
I'm not.
Oh, no, we're not doing that. That's what we're not.
You know what the worst part? I don't remember.
Big love to Cherry Limeade.
Yes, but
You know? Miss Limeade.
And then I woke up the next day hungover as the day is long because I drank literal poison. And I had to get on a plane back to LA.
Oh, that was the day before you had to leave.
That was the day before I had to leave.
Did you leave straight from hers to the airport?
No, I had a little moment. I went back to my dog's house and found God a little bit, but you know.
God is always there, which is the good thing. He's always there.
Which is a plus. You know, I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest. Like, you know, do I regret? I made some regrettable moves in there. Like, I feel like if you looked up fake ass in the Fictionary, like you'd see my picture.
I mean, brother, look. At times of survival, you got
you got to do what you got to do.
You got to do what you got to do. If that means gin and limeade, brother.
I can't stress enough that there was cherry.
You know what I'm saying? Cherry limeade.
But yeah, so you know, fucking long-winded, but my Nashville trip was full of ups and downs and good times. I can't wait to go back. It was an enjoyable experience.
Hey man, well it sounds like we gotta round two these places.
I mean, it is definitely feeling like all next year is going to be a lot of movement.
Oh my goodness, to say the least. I almost pulled the trigger this weekend and just like did a little 3-day random dart toss, brother. Just see where it takes
Kalamazoo?
me.
Fucking, I guess so.
I guess so.
I fucking guess.
But we'll wait to see. I might do something New Year's. I haven't decided.
I mean, are we going to Hawaii, bro?
I still have to figure that out because I'm supposed to. That's what I'm planning. I want to do Thailand like February.
Yeah.
I want to do February. I gotta actually like sit down and put brain power behind this one. Because I want to actually get like a 3 to 6 month visa.
Well, I mean,
and just like and push the button and run. I was looking at how complicated it'd be to take animals and just have pie and ahi.
I'm pretty sure they'd worship ahi. Like ahi would be like a deity.
He will have a statue by 2026.
There's no way he wouldn't. I couldn't imagine him not, which is crazy.
But yeah, man, it's definitely gonna be a year of movement for sure.
Well, we gotta make sure we know how to do the podcast abroad. We gotta get the webcam. We gotta get some really good webcams.
We gotta get the webcam set up, dog.
because we're gonna do as many as we can, guys. I promise you. But there's a high probability that we'll be in 2 different places and be like, well, we're gonna see.
We're gonna see. Cherry limeade in the background.
Shit, bro.
Movie starting.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. What the fuck else has been happening, bro, man?
Man, we haven't seen each other since, and I know it's been out a couple weeks. It seems like the more I listen to this Kendrick album, the more I like it.
It's so good.
Brother, it isn't. I can't remember the last project that had no skips for me.
Really? You think so?
Yeah, there's no. For me, there's no.
Yeah, I don't think there necessarily is any either. But I just.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm not.
I don't usually with you. Not that you're critical is the word of music. I just don't think like music. Not to speak for you, but I feel like it doesn't move you as much. Like it takes something to move you. Now.
That's what I'm saying, and it's like this project for sure, man, has been on repeat. And so, what's your favorite track on it?
I don't know, bro. That's the other thing I like because they're like, obviously the pack of TV off, squabble up, whacked out murals. It's hard because like, hey now
is
they're
is
all
sleeper.
They're all crazy.
Peekaboo is sneaky.
They're all crazy. Like I catch myself just the mark of what Kendrick is doing better than everybody right now, which is crazy because he wasn't necessarily known for this for the longest time, is his earworms.
Yes.
His shit is so sticky, pause.
Bro.
But like it literally is just like I'll be walking around the house like, what they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They ain't talking about nothing.
Fact. Double back like a deluxe. Like out of nowhere. Bro, like I feel you. And it's crazy because now he's like, I mean, he's always been able to make great records. But it's like he's taken low-key Drake's format and made it kind of even better, low-key.
Well, I think the thing, about that is Drake was always, and look, we can't sit here, we can't all totally switch up on Drake now.
No. Drake is
But the thing about Drake is
one
Drake,
of the best pens ever.
Drake was constantly borrowing sounds from other places. Here's Atlanta, here's Jamaica, here's the UK. Where Kendrick is just doing like, hey, this is actually where I'm from. Like, this is actually
This is my sound.
West Coast music.
Yeah, this is my culture. Yeah.
So it's like he's doing it, but he's doing it in a way that feels more real because it actually is.
Word.
And so, yeah, but everything, like, even the song Luther to me goes crazy.
Right.
Roman.
I mean, anytime I feel like you pair him and SZA together, it's hard to miss, brother. It's
Dog, I'm just saying, that shit is tight. I think that for the most part, every song is tough, and I think that his shit is crazy. I think that TV Off is gonna go so insane at the Super Bowl,
bro.
Mustard.
Yeah. Mustard got a new tag now that is like, I mean, Mustard on the beat, I was still cold.
But that was like the best tag.
That
like,
was the best
tag
tag.
greedy,
but
bro.
now,
like,
now it's like, all right, man.
Nah,
it's kind of game over.
But nah, his shit is undeniable. How much more does he have to do, in your mind, to be the GOAT?
I don't know. Music is weird when talking about GOATs, especially in the rap game, because I feel like there's always so many different metrics. You know what I'm saying? Like with singers, it's kind of like, all right, well, in music, who played the most music? Who created the most music? Like Stevie Wonder and Prince played instruments. Where in rap, it's kind of like, it depends what you like. Depends on what your goal is. Do you like lyrics? Do you like rhyme schemes? Do you like pockets, cadences? Do you like tone? Like what are you defining it by?
Right. I think that to me, it's kind of a mosh pit of it all.
Right.
And that's why I ask, because to me, I'm starting to look at Kendrick and go like, I don't know what you don't do flawlessly. Like to any part of that, like lyricism, catchiness, beat selection, big records, introspective. And I just go like, I actually don't know what you're not excelling. Like that you're not like doing better than anyone has done before.
Facts. I mean, that's a
I think we gotta
that's a good, I'm not mad at that.
Because to me, I start looking at it and I go, because even, so for me, Wayne is my GOAT, right?
Yeah, Wayne Wayne is his brother.
But Wayne, and I love Wayne, hasn't sniffed the artistry that Kendrick is at right now. Wayne rap his whole fucking ass off. But in terms of like delivering a body of work, Wayne has never done that to the level Kendrick has.
Yeah, like Kendrick is, it's that Gemini cloth. Like honestly, he's taken rap and blended it with art, I think, more than any other rapper has.
I mean, I would say it's obvious that Kanye did it probably the most.
Yeah, but like, Kanye's different.
But I think to that point is Kanye was like putting together these sonic, like ingenious musical moments. Right. Where Kendrick is like, hey, here's like a very well thought out art idea, but I'm gonna rap my fucking ass off.
Yeah.
Like,
and don't get me wrong, like, yeah, and I feel like it's and not saying Kendrick doesn't produce. Clearly, he has like, you know, production skills or vision skills as a producer, but Kanye has a straight producer's mind. If there ever is one, it's Kanye's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's dope though that Kendrick, you think of him as just a rapper, but he's still able to show that side of like being able to put, like you say, together a whole body of work that is insane.
Well, it's just like, bro, everything this dude does has been so meticulously,
bro, it's
Like what?
And then there's like layers to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's never just like the face value, which is already good in itself.
I mean, bro, think about his year.
Yeah, bro.
Think about what has a rapper in real time ever had a year. Like
he's the he's having the Travis Hunter year of music.
It's to me, it's like to put out like this unbelievable like beef saga.
Where
do all this shit and then come back and go, actually, just on the way out of the door, like, here's just an album real quick. And just being like, bro, this is fucking incredible.
Yeah, the album alone. You know what I'm saying? But what's crazy to me is that the fact that all of this stemmed from a beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people, Jay-Z and Nas beef, but it's not like Jay-Z went insane because of the beef. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
the way he turned this...
I just never seen some shit like this.
No, hell no. And then it's like, when I go back and listen to the beef records, they're actually better now.
I was listening to Euphoria like 2 nights ago, and I was literally just like, this is the best song. Out of all the songs, this is the best one.
It's one of my favorites for sure.
That's probably in my opinion, it's my favorite Kendrick song that dropped this year. Out of everything that he did, because I was listening and I was just like, to go 6 minutes and keep the shit interesting, and funny. Bro, when I see you dance by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
Bro,
is the funniest line in the world.
There's a quotable line in it that, like, you can say in conversation and it's still hilarious. Like,
when I see you stand by Sexy Red, I believe you see two bad bitches.
Yeah, shout out to Kendrick.
I believe you don't like women. That's real competition. You might pop ass with them. Like, what?
Yeah, dog.
That shit was fucking heaven,
and
bro.
I know, like, the Super Bowl show is about to be insane.
Incredible. I guarantee
it's going to be insane.
They said Drake got the FIBA World Cup this summer.
I mean, which is insane. Which is insane, too,
I hear you, but I'm just like, bro, it's not the Super Bowl is a different thing.
What's crazy is I think there's more viewers in the FIBA, but I get what you're saying.
It's not at the end of the day, it's like, it's whatever's dominating American pop culture.
Of course. No, not even a question. And the Super Bowl it's the Super Bowl. It's the Super Bowl.
Well, I got another thing that I saw today, which I had to look up because I thought it was fake. It was on Yahoo, so I'm going to say it's a vetted source.
I mean.
It said that the Pope is opening up 5, and these were the words that were used on the album, was the Pope is opening up 5 secret portals in the Vatican on Christmas. Now, my big thing is, what?
What? Yeah, like what?
Huh?
Are we just talking about, like, is portals, like, what?
What?
What type of portals are we talking about?
What?
Like,
what? I don't know. I read that and I said, 1, secret, 2, portal.
Well, it's not a secret that much anymore if they're...
Yeah, and then they also said, in something that has never been done before, the Pope will open 5 secret portals.
Oh.
The producer is having a reverse sneeze, guys. Don't mind her. It's okay.
Come here.
You okay, my man?
She's like, let me just catch it.
But yeah, secret portal. So, I don't know. I believe we're living in weird times right now. I don't know what that means, but...
Yeah, I'm seeing all these UFO sightings.
Do you think we're out to announce there's aliens? Do you think we're close to disclosure?
I mean, they've already said it.
But they said it in the most, like, punk-ass way. They're like, we can't confirm or deny.
Yeah, if you're not going to confirm it, then shut up. Like, why are we even talking about it?
Shut the fuck up, please.
Like, it makes no sense.
I don't know, bro. I look at that shit and I go...
Does it matter, honestly?
You know what I did, speaking of UFOs, is I watched Interstellar for the first time in years last night.
It just came back out, didn't it?
Yeah, because it just came back out, and I was like, oh, should I go to the theater? And I was like, it's a whole thing. I'm not going to go to the theater.
I've never seen it, though.
You've...
Never. You know me, I'm not a big movie guy. I like unless we're talking about like
Okay, sir.
Disney.
Sir. You know what? This is homework.
Interstellar.
It is on Amazon
I mean, I
Prime.
saw it. Yeah, I saw them promoting it.
Bro, Interstellar
Fire.
might be the best movie ever made.
All right. Wait, is it Matthew McConaughey? Okay, I saw right.
Timothy
I saw
Chalamet,
No
Anne
idea.
Hathaway.
Love
how
her.
many A's are
I
in the name?
love.
I didn't even notice how many
And
McConaughey,
yeah,
Chalamet,
don't know.
Hathaway.
Idea. Love Hathaway.
Christopher Nolan directed it.
Heard of him?
You've seen Inception?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, he's the guy who did Inception. This guy's
Okay.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Inception's like one of my
Inception rules.
favorite
After
movies.
I know I might just have a little recency bias because Interstellar is probably clearing it. Interstellar is fucking. I got fucking top of giraffe level high last night,
Oh,
and I said I'm gonna watch a movie about space.
Hey,
And
I mean,
I sat down in a zero gravity chair and said, I'm going to
space.
I'm going to another galaxy, baby.
Like, is Matthew, are you strapped in?
And I said, McConaughey, you ready? Fucking Houston, we have a solution.
Right? Who's driving? Who's driving?
But
I gotta watch it now.
you actually have to, bro.
Yeah,
You
I'm
truly
down,
have
man.
to. But yeah, I don't know about the whole UFO thing because apparently there's a bunch of. They're saying they're like drones in New Jersey or some shit, and I'm just like,
Well, I saw a video today of North Korea, and they were displaying their drone army, which was absolutely insane and terrifying. And I mean, like, it's like thousands of these just flying drones just mobbing everywhere, and I'm like, all right, bro. Like,
I also saw that this is just we're just talking about look, guys, year-end wrap up.
Yeah.
I don't know what 2025 is going to bring, but it seems like an entirely different planet because
a lot of shit's happening.
Another thing that happened is Google, their quantum computer, which is
I saw this.
the Willow.
Yeah, I saw
Willow said that basically they have proven parallel universes.
it. So they had to jump to different universes to get the information that is needed for the chip to run or some shit. I saw.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But what?
Yeah, man. Look, brother.
I'm just here trying to do a podcast, man.
You know, I'm just here.
I didn't sign up.
I'm still
for this
trying to
shit.
figure out like what day is leg day. Like, brother, it gets shifted every time. Like, so
It's just like quantum computing.
look, man.
I really need to pay my car note.
My thing is like, if aliens show up, then what? Like, I mean,
Do I still got to go to work tomorrow?
yeah. Like, are they like?
I feel like that's the thing. Like if aliens pop up for real, like how many days before your boss is like, all right, you don't got to come into work? Because part of me feels like they would just be like, I know that was crazy, right? Anyways, I need those
Like,
reports by Tuesday.
Oh, not even a question. That's how America is. Like, we just keep things pushing.
That to me is the craziest part of this, where it's like, okay, let's just say that there's contact.
Yeah.
Let's just say that there is aliens. This happens. Do we really think
Like,
that the American economy would be like, oh shit? They'd be like, oh, that's crazy. Anyway, Starbucks right now is
don't worry, you can mail just keep mailing things in. Like,
You're just fine. Don't even worry. I know we just realized that the entire space-time continuum has been broken up, and there's in fact other civilizations, in a distant galaxy. But seriously, I need you to pay your Sprint bill.
My thing is like, okay, say they touch down in New York. What do you want us to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, does shit change? Like, I feel like then everybody would just be out looking for them.
Like, oh,
It's like, all right,
what's up, bro?
yeah, like they're
Would
here,
you
man.
befriend an alien? I'd be scared.
If I sit next to him at the bar, for sure. Like, first round's on me. First round is on me.
I mean, who knows, man. I couldn't call it. I just feel like as far as aliens go, I don't know if they're smoke screening us and just like, hey, let's throw some drones in the air as a diversion right now, or
I mean, The ocean is a different world in itself. Like, so if you
I
really want, if you
Guys, welcome to the conspiracy theory hour of the Allo Show. I believe that the ocean is the real space. I believe that there might be portals in there that things are coming out of. I don't know.
My thing is like, they're like, the world is 80% water. But we've only explored 5% of the ocean. So how the fuck do you know you've only done 5% if you don't know what the 100 is?
I just feel like that's a little too confident with numbers.
Yeah, like
it's a
like,
little too like.
Like 80%, we've only done 5 of the 80, but it's not.
I cleared out 3% of this lawn.
Yeah.
And they're like, how do you know? That just feels like you haven't even really done a surveillance.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well, you know.
You're like, I could take this square footage and just
Well,
buy
they said,
it.
NASA originally had a lot of ocean expeditions, and then something happened, and they said, nope, we're not doing that anymore.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? Outside actually looks better than
It's
inside.
so much better to go directly into space.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro.
Let's head into the unknown.
God damn. I don't know, bro. This shit is just. You guys heard it here first. We're just figuring it out.
You know.
But I'm sure that we'll be the first to drop the news on you of alien contact.
Look, I can't stress about aliens. I'm still, like, traffic still gets to me. So
I just feel like.
my plate's kind of full.
I just feel like. If you thought. I mean, COVID in itself. I literally think COVID was more of a halt to modern life than aliens showing up would be.
Oh.
In the sense where it's like that desensitized us in a way. Where now it's just like, hey, bro, you hear about that alien shit? That shit crazy, bro.
Yeah. No,
That shit was
we're
crazy.
Like, all right,
oh, no way. Oh, damn. Atlanta Hawks are playing the Knicks tonight? Is Trae Young
Right?
playing? Oh, shit. We can watch
like
that.
Thunder in the finals? Okay.
Oh, that's cool, I guess. I don't really, like, that shit is crazy, bro. I don't know. We're living in strange times.
Brother, and I'm here for it. You know?
Are you down? Are you excited about it?
I mean, well, it's better than being upset about it. You know what I'm saying? So let's ride.
I just feel like it's so. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, cause I feel like if you ask me, do you believe there are aliens? I would say yes. I do believe.
Yep.
But I believe in a way that they aren't necessarily in the way we think about them. I think they are interdimensional things. I think they are things that can fold space and time. Therefore, people are looking at like literal travel, like how far. I feel like it's a dimensional thing. Right. I'm not a weirdo. The Google computer just said there's alternate dimensions. Okay, so I'm thinking they're traveling through that, whatever, where time and space may be a little bit of a different thing. Cool, whatever. Thank you for following along.
Right.
But I feel like when that day comes, if they're like, hey, like, bro, they're real. I feel like I would be so blah. I'd be like, oh, word?
Right.
Okay. All right, Dwayne.
Yeah, I mean, at this
Like, how much
point in
respect
life,
am I supposed to give an alien?
you know, I'd give him the same. I'd hold the door for him. I'd show same respect. You know.
Glurp Blop is the name. Hey,
You
how
know
you
that-
doing? Just sit there. Tell me of your travels, sir.
Look.
I come in peace.
I won't stress until they give me a reason to stress. No, they don't stress me out. We can be cool. If
Good
not,
neighbors?
I'm gonna have to set a hard boundary.
No, I can't keep hanging out with you, alien. You keep abusing me, taking all my shit.
I got a morning routine I got to stick to. I can't be out late, so like, just don't mess my shit up, and we can be cool.
Respect my boundaries,
That's all I'm saying.
and we can be friends. It's that simple.
I'm a reciprocator.
Oh my fucking bro, this shit is.
But yeah, I at this point it's like, you know, there's a lot going on. So to stress about it all, I'm just like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've stressed about any of it.
Yeah. Look, brother, I've been bathing elephants halfway around the world, dog. You think I give a fuck about these drones in Jersey?
You think I give a fuck about the Pope opening 5 portals? Whatever the fuck that means.
I don't even think he knows what it means.
I nuzzled a trunk 3 days ago.
So
He said,
I'm out here.
someone tried to kill me with cherry limeade. Do you think I got time to worry about fucking
Word.
drones in New Jersey?
Look, brother, that's just life. This is life right now.
I'm just trying my best, okay? That's got nothing to do with me.
That's
Holy
just life right now.
Man, another thing is going on. Where is LeBron James?
Brother, I just heard about this today.
I did too.
I have no idea. I didn't even know he was missing.
Some people are saying things, which I mean, I think this is a gossipy thing, but they're saying because of the whole Diddy Jay-Z allegations that he took some time away to maybe get his affairs straight, which to that I go, it's LeBron James. If anybody could get away with it.
If anybody's affairs are in order.
I'm like, listen, if there's anyone I think we could let slide,
Yeah, there's
it might be the all-time leading scorer, guys. I don't know.
the crazy thing is like, I feel like that's just the thing to say now. Is like anybody that's famous and that has been to Diddy's house or affiliated with him in any sorts, that's just the label they throw on.
I feel like the last thing I would do to draw attention to myself in the situation
peel away?
is I'd be like, well, dribbling this ball, doing a good job, don't even know the guy.
It could also be the reason that the motherfucker is 40 years old playing a 20-year-old's game.
That's what I thought. I was just like, man, maybe he was just like, I want to go play pinochle on the beach for a week because I deserve it.
Look, and their team isn't doing the best right now. And so, I don't know what he's doing. But I mean, I'm sure he's bound to pop up somewhere. Like, it's not like I don't.
If I find
doubt
out
he's-
LeBron is the alien, it's gonna make so much sense, bro. I swear to God. At this point, not a fucking chance. Nah, I don't know. We'll see, but I do feel like I just feel like the timing of things right now is people are all just in like conspiracy mode more than I've ever seen. I think mainstream wise, I've never seen this many people like actively like some shit's going
I mean, well, it's about damn time. I think people are just like really starting to think for themselves instead of like, and there's a lot of, I think that also speaks to like why they're trying to ban TikTok. When people have their own source of information, it's hard to influence now. Because there's multiple sources. We don't have to wait for somebody to feed us some shit.
I mean, all I get, like, what I kept getting on TikTok, which, guys, another conspiracy. This is the conspiracy episode for sure.
Look.
Whatever happened in that mall in Miami.
Oh, yeah, I be seeing that shit, too.
I get that shit all the time on TikTok.
I see that, too.
But
that shit's
shit
weird.
There was like 200 police cars.
The fact that they
and
had
no footage from that.
They had like some type of court hearing or some shit, and they were saying they couldn't talk about what happened that night. Why are we here?
Guys, I just brought everybody here to say we can't talk about why we're here.
America spends so much money on these goddamn courthouses to go in there and talk about absolutely nothing.
Guys, we're like, here today. What? I know this is a hearing, but are we listening? All right?
What's really happening?
Because I don't really got much to say, or do I?
Yeah, I don't. But that does pop up on my feed. I think it is very strange.
Like, what the fuck is going on, guys?
Bro, there's mass shootings that don't have that many police officers.
Bro, it was like 200 cops.
It was insane. The footage looks insane. I mean, let it happen here in LA. I'm
letting you guys know right now, if I get a chance to see any of this shit live, this is the entire reason we have a podcast.
You slide into like, you hear aliens are mobbing at the Grove.
I'm pulling up.
You're pulling up?
100%.
All right, I feel it.
I mean, it's only the most interesting thing to happen to the modern world. I guess I'd pop up and see what's going on.
I'd probably try to catch it, see if somebody was streaming it. That mob up to the Grove is a motherfucker.
You're like, it's 6:30.
Dog, driving down Sunset.
I gotta take Sunset, and if I get on,
you gotta get on 3rd Street, bro.
And then I'm gonna be on Beverly forever.
Fairfax is no fun. So,
listen, if there's anything that's gonna stop my alien curiosity, it's just point blank LA traffic.
Stops everything else. So
My God, man, it's crazy. But yeah, man, just getting back to it, getting back through it. I'm very excited about Christmas is coming up. I think you and I are kind of similar. We don't really, I don't really do much, but like my family, we hang out, we enjoy it. We don't really.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I mean, the mid-kif Christmas is always.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna do the
whole bar,
the Christmas Eve bash because my sister's gone, and we kind of need the whole unit to
to execute it right. Not even a question.
But we always have fun. The way we do it every year, guys, is we pick themes that have nothing to do with Christmas. So one of them was Howdy Holidays. Yeah. One was Maui Christmas. Yeah. Which was island theme. Just
Cowboys versus aliens.
God, you know what? This one was going to be Viva Las Christmas. It was going to be a Vegas theme kind of thing.
That'd be fire.
But I don't know. I don't think we're going to do it this year, bro.
I mean, yeah, my holidays are always pretty damn chill. My family's spread out, so last Christmas I went to Malibu. I set up the tent on the beach, and I was big chilling.
And you were just like, well,
yeah, look, brother,
here we go again.
Here we are.
Oh, insane. Well, man, yeah, shout out to that. I'm trying to think if I got anything else that's pertinent, pressing, or interesting. Not really. I came back, and I think I'm just trying to be as much of a piece of shit as I can until the new year. I've just been like, you know what? It's a bad day to be a beer.
Look.
And I'm going to eat like an asshole.
While the dice are shaking, brother, let the good times roll.
You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to be on good boy behavior. I can't wait. It's going to be fun.
That's where. But
I'm wringing the towel out right now.
Hey, brother, I wring the towel in Thailand. I came back, brother. I'm 12 days no drinking. Been at the gym. I'm trying to redeem myself because
I'm on the opposite. I am. Listen, this is the yin and yang because I'm yanging. I'm yanging hard right now.
It's the balance. It's the balance.
I've had this. I've in terms of twisted teas, brother. I've had my fair shake. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's as it should be. You got to finish the year on a high note.
I've also. It's not a habit. I'm not going to pick it up to say enough of a habit, but when I was in Tennessee, I definitely started having a lot of Zins, and I'm not going to lie. Like the
little dip pouch, the little pouches.
Guys, I know I'm going to sound like such a poser, but they fucking rule. Okay.
Nah, but you've always said you're a Southern boy at heart.
People have said that.
Nashville seems like it'd be your home.
Yeah, but I feel like I said, I feel like a fake ass.
Nah, man.
But at the same time, it's like I said, I do the least amount of self editing there. I feel like I just go in there and they're buying what I'm selling
right now. I mean, but it's right now you're on a 30-day trial.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm just like, hey, listen.
January comes, you get to decide, like, is this going?
Is this what I'm doing for real?
Yeah,
I get it. That's fair. That's nice. It's sweet out there. I'll give it. Here's my real question. So in Thailand, I mean, okay, we're far enough in the podcast where people are either listening or if they tuned out. Can you tell me, is the truth of the rumors of the lady boys thing? Is it?
They're out there.
But is it
hard to? Not for me. No.
Well, I'm not saying is it hard to know. I'm more so just like, is it just like, wow, there's so many lady boys here right now.
You definitely see them, and they have like, so you know how out here it's like in Glendale there's an Americana.
Yeah.
That's a section of Glendale.
Sure.
That's how it is. They have like, there's literally like, and it was like called Boys Town. It was a huge sign. I'm not even joking.
It was called Boys Town?
Yeah. You see them out there, but it's not like, I had this like misconception that it was like, yo, watch out. You can't even tell. Nah, you can.
You're gonna start.
You can tell, but it's like, I think people out there get so turned that after a while, when they get turned, they just don't give a shit. To be honest, because you see some wild shit out there. You see some wild shit, but it's like,
what was the wildest shit you saw out there, bro?
Bro, I'm talking about pulling up to the hotel. I leave my phone in the Uber.
Crazy.
By the grace of God, the dude answers a FaceTime call from another phone, brings it back. Cool. It's like maybe 6 o'clock. I fall asleep, wake up at 1, go out. And I'm like, I just want to find like a restaurant. Find a restaurant like 2 doors down from my hotel, but it's on this main strip. Bro, I'm talking about as soon as I sit down, I look up and these 2 dudes are arguing. Dude just mops him. Bow. And I mean, he mounts him and just starts.
And you're like, yes, sir,
And
I
I'm
will
like,
take the rigatoni.
brother. And the dude is standing there trying to take my order, but he's getting mad because he sees me staring and he thinks like I'm going to be turned off by it. So he's like trying to shoo them off as dude just getting his ass beat, brother. And I'm like, is anybody gonna
Like, so,
all right.
yeah, anyways, the
So I
crab
was
cakes
like,
sound
yeah.
delicious.
I was like, so do the spring rolls is an order of 6 or does it come with 3? So between like the fights, between seeing people that you just see are completely hammered, and you're like, I think he's so hammered he doesn't know that guy has bigger hands than him. Like, and he's like, I'm like, brother, when he wakes up in his hotel, he's in for a doozy.
Oh boy.
But yeah, nah, you can definitely tell. At least I could. But you know, I'm a big lover of the female anatomy, so it's easy to see when something doesn't match.
You're just like, well. Nope. Not for me.
But nah, man, it's a good time out there. For sure. It is a great time.
I mean, dude, fucking, you got to pet elephants. That's insane.
And you saw just monkeys mobbing around, chilling at 7-Eleven. And I was like, all right.
Monkeys at 7-Eleven.
Monkeys at 7-Eleven, brother. It's not something you see every day.
What?
But, you know.
That sounds insane.
And they'll run up and snatch shit from you, which is like,
I can't live with myself. I would beat a monkey to death in the street if
brother,
he took
you
my...
think that? And then until like 12 pull up. And you're like, oh, shit.
Do people get jumped by monkeys out there?
Bro, they snatch shit.
I know they could like snatch your food, but will they like jump
The
you?
thing about it is like a dog, right? A dog starts like, you can yell at a dog.
Right.
And a dog might be like, oh shit, hold it. Brother,
Monkeys like...
12 monkeys just like pulling up.
They don't give a shit.
Brother, for your bag of sriracha legs, you coming out of that bag of chips, bro. You're coming out of that bag.
For anything. They're like, you want news right now? How badly do you want those hot Cheetos? Bro, how badly?
It was crazy to see, but really dope. I was like, we got to step our animal game up. Like, possum and raccoons like are exciting until you see monkeys.
In the backyard, I mean, of course you know this, but you have a thick ass raccoon back there. I'm talking hips.
And a
possum.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw them both.
Molly is the possum.
Well, Molly
is my dog.
Swinging her hips, just walking by, and I just looked at her and I was just like, I judge possums, man. You're cool.
Crazy thing is they all kick it with the cats that are in the back. Like they all function as a unit and shit.
I mean, shit, you don't gotta tell me.
Aloes Oasis, baby.
I can't wait to hang this shit up and go see my cat out there. You don't even know, bro. That shit is crazy. But yeah, man. Well, shit. I think that I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to cover before we're good. Football's whatever. We'll figure that shit out. It's happening. Ravens have a tune-up game tomorrow where he should beat the shit out of the Giants. Seahawks looked really good.
You know, we're slated to make the playoffs, so I'm excited.
You'll take
I'm
that.
Excited.
Fucking. We talked about music. We talked about shit that we had seen and done, and you know what? That feels good. That feels good for me.
You know.
So we should probably introduce. Hey, everyone! Welcome to watching the Aloe Show. You know, I feel good about this. Shout out to a couple shout outs real quick. One, shout out my mom because she has been blowing me up for a whole week asking me
Mama
when
Joan.
am I going to record?
Come on.
Because you know what? She's a fan.
Mama
and
Joan,
she said,
we love you.
She said, I'm waiting. What are you doing? Get on it.
Hey.
And I said, that means something. Thank you.
That does.
Because, guys, and I mean this, my mom, and she will hear this, my mom is the biggest hater.
She is not a hater.
She is.
She just keeps it a buck. She keeps it a buck. And some change. And some change. But so that's cool. And another one, shout out to that. Another name drop, no name drop. The homie Jill Scott. Big love, big Jill Scott. The icon.
I saw her when I was out in Nashville.
Yep.
And I didn't try to coerce this out of her by any means.
Yeah.
I didn't even bring it up. She looked at me and goes, "Hey, by the way, I love the podcast. I think you guys are," she said, quote, "y'all stupid." And I love it. And I said,
"Thank you.
We're silly." That is true.
Yes, we are.
So shout out to that. That shit is awesome. Shout out to everyone who's been watching. I know, like I said, we took a couple weeks. We're going to have this in a couple things going into the new year, and then going into the new year, we're going to,
swimwear. We're taking y'all abroad.
You have my word. We're going to figure it out. I don't know if we're going to have like vlogs with it or whatever, but we're going to step the shit up. We're stepping it up. We're going to step the shit up. It's going to be awesome.
Another notch.
2024 was us just figuring out if we could do it, figuring out if we could like it, and figuring out if anyone would give a single motherfuck. And it feels like by the hoodies I'm wearing,
you know what I'm saying? Feels like they do.
It said it feels
soft, and it feels like they do.
It feels like someone cares. You know? So
big love to that. Big love to that.
It's incredible, man, and it's so fucking cool to be able to do this shit at all. And you know, you can't get to where you're going without being where you're at. Right. And this shit feels cool to be here.
It does.
Hell yeah! You got anything else to add, brother? Before we close the shit out?
Nah. Thank you for tapping in. I am Dwayne.
I'm Cole.
And this is the Allo Show.
Shee.